I am embroidering a rosette on a piece of my son's old shirt. A few years ago, it was just an ordinary shirt. Even though he was a boy, he liked wearing something a little different, even to school. As it often happens, he grew out of it and the shirt lost its original purpose. Especially because I never donated it. The fabric lost its function and became a place for memories, reflection, and eventually a little bit of my own creativity. And on the top of all that, the shirt is made of polyester. That means it could sit in the landfill for hundreds of years before breaking down. I once watched a program about people in poorer areas burning old clothes during winter to keep warm. Now I understand why the clothes burn so well. Many of them are made from petroleum. When that stuff burns, it releases fumes that can contribute to lung disease or even cancer. And of course, all of it lands eventually in the atmosphere. And this is really how it turns. Children grow up, we are left with reflection, and we are left with toxic clothing that nobody quite knows what to do with. One day I cut the shirt and started to turn it into a wall hanging. And on this square there is a rosette. When I look at this rosette, I think about something we rarely talk about: feelings. Sometimes we do talk about stress or irritation, but we rarely talk about beautiful feelings. The ones that are not so beautiful are constantly offered to us by the world. From the moment we wake up, the world sets the pace, it creates expectations. And sometimes we even allow our minds to tell us what we should feel. From childhood, we learn which feelings are acceptable, which ones can be shown, and which ones should be hidden. Hidden so deeply that eventually we forget that they are even there. We don't want to show something that the world might call weakness. The world tells us we should be happy, we should be ambitious, strong, smart, intelligent. Adults are expected to have answers to every question. We shouldn't be afraid. We should desire certain things and avoid others. Meanwhile, beneath all that, there is another layer, a deeper layer. Maybe that is where the soul lives. Every breath is an opportunity to look there. Every stitch as well. When the needle moves through the fabric, there is no rush. The movement is simple, repetitive, almost meditative. In moments like this, do you ever feel that there is a space beneath your thoughts? When I judge too quickly, when I form instant opinions, when I say what I like and dislike without much reflection. Beneath all of that, there is still a space. And in that space appears a feeling that was never imposed on me. It was not chosen by advertising. It was not suggested by the media. It was not created by my fear. It simply exists. Ancient. Deeper. When was the last time you reached for it? Sometimes it is deep peace. Sometimes gratitude. sometimes a quiet feeling of being moved, deeply touched. Looking at this rosette, I see a symbol of that process. All petals emerge from a single center. In the same way, our lives unfold from an invisible center. If the center is restless, chaos spreads outward. If the center is calm, the calmness radiates outward as well. Maybe that is why so many people find comfort in simple activities: sewing, embroidering, gardening, walking. The activity itself is not the most important thing. What matters is that for a moment we return to our center, to a place that has been there all along. Just as this little rosette was hidden inside the shirt before I noticed it. Perhaps many beautiful things are already present within us. We do not have to create them. We do not have to acquire them. Simply, we have to slow down enough to notice them. That is why every stitch reminds me of something very simple. Behind every thought, there is a breath. Behind every breath, there is silence. And in that silence, we can hear our own hearts.